Welcome to Physics Hub. Today is 24th of November, Sunday, and here we are with a new set video. So today's video is based on 5 problems from General Aptitude section. So in this set video, we are going to discuss 5 important General Aptitude questions. So without any further delay, let's start today's set video. Now before going to start today's set video, let me tell you what set video is. Set video is a bunch of questions, specifically a set of 5 questions which you upload on every Sunday, and it consists of problems from different topics of physics and aptitudes. So for today's, let's start. So question number 1, a cricketer's total run before the end of a series is 750. After that, he plays 2 more matches in the same series in which he scores 6 runs and his batting average decreases by 2 runs. What is his batting average for the series? Okay, so suppose the cricketer plays a particular number of match, and he scored, he made this much of run, 750. Then he played extra 2 matches and scores 6 runs. So his total run becomes 756, and but because of that, the average drops down by 2. Okay, so let's say he played X matches and he made this much of runs, 750. Okay, so what is the average run per match from up to this case, up to 750? The average was 750 by X. Then he played 2 more matches and made 756. Then when we are reaching at this place, 756, then what is the average run? Okay, let's call it this prime. So it's 756 divided by how many matches? X match at this place plus 2 matches. So X plus 2. And according to this question, this average is less than this average by 2 units. Okay. So according to the question, 750 by X, so this is the previous average, and 756 by X plus 2, this is the present average, this is 2, according to the question. Now you have to find out the batting average throughout the total series. Okay. Now how can you do this? If you solve this, you can get the value of X. So let's see how we can get the value of X. So it's basically very simple thing. 750x plus 1500 minus 756x equals to 2. Therefore 2x square plus 4x, and this is equals to 1500 minus 6x. Okay, so 2x square plus 10x minus 1500, that is equals to 0. Is this okay? Now we can take 2 common and vanish it on the right hand side to 0. So 5x minus 750, that is equals to 0. Okay, and if you apply the famous Sridhar formula, you get minus b plus minus root over b square minus plus 4a is 1 into c, 750 divided by 2a, a is 1 here, so it's 2. And if you do that, you will get the value of X to be minus 30 and 25. Now X, what we assume, X is the number of matches. The number of matches cannot be negative, so the acceptable value of X is 25. So when the cricketer played his 25th match, then the score was 750. Then again he played 2 matches and the average dropped down by 2 units. So the batting average for this overall series is, so total run is 756, and what is the total number of matches he played in the series? 25, and extra 2 matches he played later on, so it will become 28. So this is the overall average throughout the series. So it is matching with option D. Option D is the correct option. Let's move to the next question. Question number 2. Ram can do a work in 28 days while the same work can be done by Sam in 35 days. They started the work together, but after some days, Ram left the work and Sam completed the remaining work in 17 days. After how many days Ram left work? This is also a very good question. How can you solve that? Look, this type of questions are easy, but at the time of examination you find it very difficult. Okay, so let the total amount of work is equals to x. You know that we cannot measure work, we can measure work done, but the amount of work, denoting it by x. Okay, so amount of work done by Ram per day will be, so it will be x by 28, because Ram can complete the work independently in 28 days. So in one day he will do x by 28 amount of work. That's so obvious. And for Sam, work of Sam per day will be, Sam can complete the work in 35 days, so the per day work is x by 35. Then what the question says, they started the work together, but after some days Ram left the work, Sam completed the remaining work in 17 days. So let's see how much work Sam does in 17 days. So Sam does work in 17 days. It will be equals to x by 35 into 17. Okay, that is equal to 17x by 35. If the total amount of work is x, then what is the remaining work after this one? X minus 17x by 35, and that will produce 18x by 35. Okay, so Sam completed in the 17 days, last 17 days, this much amount of work, and this amount of work they did together, okay, for some amount of days, and then Ram left. Okay, now let's see Ram and Sam together in a day, how much amount of work they do in together in per day, and that will be equals to x by 28 plus x by 35, because they do this much of work. Ram does this much of work in one day, Sam does this much of work in one day. So in one day both will do this much of work, and that is equals to, so 140 will become 5x plus 4x, that is equals to 9x by 140. Okay. Okay, so this much amount of work they did together, and together in a day they can work this much. Okay, so 9x by 140 amount of work they do in one day. Therefore, unit amount of work they will do in 140 by 9x days. Therefore, this much of work means 18x by 35 amount of work they will do in 140 by 9x into 18x divided by 35, and that will give you 8 days. If you calculate this, you will get 8 days. So Ram left after 8 days, and that is the answer. It is matching with option B. Option B is the correct option. Let's move towards the third question. Okay, so I'm running it. The third question reads like this: if x plus 1 by x whole square equals to 3, then the value of this is. No, I'm not going to read that. So x plus 1 by x squared equals to 3. Therefore, you have to find out x to the power 18 plus x to the power 12 plus x to the power 6 plus 1. So there is a pattern. If you observe this carefully, 18, 6 unit less 12, 6 unit less 6, and 6 unit less x to the power 0, that is 1. So somehow if you can find out x to the power 6, then you can take a square, then cube, and you can easily find out the other terms, and you can get the answer. So our motto will be to find out x to the power 6. So from here what we can find out, x plus 1 by x equals to root 3. Here you can ask me why not plus minus root 3. You can take minus root 3, but that will lead you to some imaginary thing. But in general aptitude, you don't need to consider the iota thing until and unless you see something there in the option. Okay, so in general we don't consider that complex thing in general aptitude section. Okay, so for the time being it is x plus 1 by x equal to root 3. Now you know one formula, x plus 1 by x cube. So what will be the formula? You have read it in class 7 or 6, I guess. So x plus 1 by x whole cube equals to x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3a square b x square 1 by x means 3x plus 3ab square means 3 by x. A cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So this is the formula of a cube. So from here we can write x cube plus 1 by x cube means this part, that is equals to x plus 1 by x whole cube minus 3 into x plus 1 by x. Can you write that? Definitely we can. So x plus 1 by x, you got root 3. So root 3 cube means 3 root 3, and this is minus 3, and x plus 1 by x is root 3. So that is 3 root 3, and this gives you a big or small 0. So you got x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to 0. Okay. Therefore, x to the power 6 plus 1 equals to 0. Is that fine? Means x to the power 6 equal to minus 1. Okay. From here we can find out x over 12, taking square on both sides 1, and taking cube of this thing, x to the power 18. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. So x to the power 18 is minus 1, x to the power 12 is plus 1, x to the power 6 is minus 1, and this is plus 1. So that's basically 0. So the value of that particular question, this thing is 0, and it is matching with option A. Option A is the correct option. Let's move towards the fourth question, a rubber ball. Okay, let me rub it first, then we will read the question. Okay, the fourth question reads like this. A rubber ball is thrown from a height of 600 meters, and each time it bounces back 2/3 of the last bounce. What is the total distance covered by the ball before it stops? Okay, so this is my ball, our ball. This is our ball, and it is at 600 meters. Okay. Now what does it say? Each time it falls down on the surface, it gains 2/3 of the height. So if it is 600 meters, then it drops, and suppose this is position 1, this is position 2, and it's 2/3 of 600 means 400 meters. In this way, in position 3 it will come in this, and finally after theoretically, ideally, not practically, after infinite this jumping, it will come to rest. Okay. Now you have to find out what is the total distance covered. Total distance means 600 meters, then 600 meters, this. You have to take the total of these things. Okay. So let's calculate. Let's call it the total distance is d. So first it will cover. It is dropped from 600 meters. So first 600 meters will come. Plus it will reach to a height of 400 meters. 400. But again, it has to come down to 400 meters again. So plus 400 again. Okay. Then it will reach 400 of 2 by 3. Okay. So it will basically 800 by 3. This is 800 by 3. Next, it will reach at fourth position. It will reach 800 by 3 or above 2/3. So that is equals to 800 by 3 plus 800 of 3 uska 2/3 and it goes up to infinity. So we can try to find out some similarity in the series so that we can apply any kind of series, geometrical, arithmetic, or any other series. So 600 plus 400 is 1000. So in the first term we got a good term, and this is 800 by 3 and here is 400. So what thing it will produce? It will produce 200 by 3. 3 into 400, 1200, and on the outside it is 800, so it's 2000. 2000 by 3. Then it will produce 4000 by 9 ... So basically we can see that it's a series, and if you write it like this: a plus ar plus ar square plus dot, where a is your 100 and r is your 2/3. Okay, so if you take a common, then we can write 1 plus x square plus x cube plus dot infinity. So this is basically a series of 1 minus r to the power minus 1, because r is less than 1. 2/3 means less than 1. Okay, so let's put the value of a is 1000 here, and 1 minus 2/3. R is 2/3, and if you do that, you will get it 3000. Oh my god, this is a very good number. Now with 3000, like, so your answer is also 3000. We love our answer 3000. So the correct option is 3000, option C. Let's move to the last question of this set, and this is from trigonometry. The question reads like this: what is the minimum value of 4 sec square theta plus 9 cos sec square theta? Although this question is easy, still let me solve it for you. 4 sec square theta plus 9 cos sec square theta. So sec square theta means 1 minus or plus 1 plus tan square theta plus 9 cosec square theta. Let me write the formula part. Sec square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. So sec square theta is 1 plus tan square theta. Cosec square is 1 plus cot square theta. Okay. You may feel nostalgic while solving this type of problem, because last time you have solved this type of problem in class 10. Okay, so 4 plus 9 is 13 plus what else? We are left with 4 tan square theta plus 9 cot square theta. Okay, so 13 plus, let's make it a formula 2 tan theta whole square, and this is plus 3 cot theta square minus 2 into 2 tan theta 3 cot theta. We are writing this to fit it into some formula, and we have tan and cot, so it will give you some numerical value. That's why we are doing this. So the x term, this is the x term we got, so we have to balance that term with 2, 4, 12. Tan theta into cot theta means 1, so it's basically 12. So let's take the numerical values aside. 13 plus 12. Now that is 2 tan theta minus cot theta, 3 cot theta square. A minus b whole square formula is applied here. Now this value and this value, the total value of this part is 0. Okay, so the minimum value of this thing, so let me write this minimum of this thing will be, if the minimum value of this thing will be minimum when this term is 0. The square term cannot be negative. The lowest possible value is 0. So let's make it to 0. So it's 0. So 13 plus 12 is 25. And it is matching with option C, since C is the correct option. So today in this set video we discussed 5 interesting problems from General Aptitude section. I know you will not have any type of confusion or query in this solution. Still, if you have, you can comment down below. I will love to clarify them all. Those who are new here, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. And don't hesitate to give me any kind of suggestion for improvement, or you may suggest me the topic which I should do in the upcoming set video.